Hello world, hello Australia, it's Jamie Burke here, the Crypto Koala. Now today guys, I've got Matt Luczynski. He's the CEO at Travala.com. Great to have you on the day, Matt.
Nice to be here, Jamie.
Mate, well this interview is about recent, current and upcoming developments at Travala.com. So we've got a very special giveaway at the end guys, so be sure to watch to the very end. So let's jump straight into it. So mate, you recently, you're running a trading competition on KuCoin, the KuCoin exchange. Yep. So, and that ends this Friday, if I got that right. So can you tell us a bit more about that, Matt?
Yeah, we're just, due to our recent update and of the Travala.com platform, where we've increased our hotel base to up to 1.6 million properties from 500,000 properties, we've decided to, give back to the community in a way with our partner of with KuCoin. Recently, we've also added KuCoin shares onto the platform as well, and we've sort of created a cross campaign, which is allowing the users, everyone who's listening, to take part and really, get some AVA rewards and bring them back to the Travala.com platform and spend them on the hotel bookings.
Ah, wonderful, Matt. So I know the team recently released a version 3 white paper showing the key accomplishments of Travala.com. Could you highlight what you believe has been the biggest accomplishment so far at Travala.com?
Yeah, so for me personally, the biggest achievement is that we've dominated the travel booking marketplace within the cryptocurrency space. We're so far ahead of everybody, anybody who's trying to compete with us, and our steps that we're taking are making sure that we maintain that, and that's really the biggest thing for me and the biggest accomplishment for me and the rest of the team, which it is the whole team that have achieved this, and I really want to give thanks to every single person that's played their part in that. The version 3 white paper, like you mentioned, yes, we just released that. It goes into a lot of detail around how we're going to create the next generation travel booking marketplace, utilizing different functionalities of blockchain, and really make sure that we change this industry and disrupt it as we move forward.
Oh, definitely, Matt. It does seem like you guys are the leader in this space at the moment, and I've seen you guys are really busy. And compared to your previous white paper, it seems like there's a massive, full of a lot of updates, a lot of progress, and it's just good to see that you guys, are working hard.
Thanks. Yeah, it is.
So I guess with your project, and every project has its challenges. So, what has been the biggest challenge so far, since your launch?
The biggest challenge really, what I see is user acquisition. The crypto space right now, it's very volatile. It's very unpredictable. Some people, make money, some people don't. So that side of things has an effect on whether a user is going to book with Bitcoin or not. Now, the way we've acted and the way we've sort of overcome that is allow users to also book with credit cards. So the user may be a Bitcoin holder, but they may be down on the Bitcoin right now and not be able to spend or want to spend that Bitcoin. So instead, they'll just use their credit card, but they're still supporting the blockchain-based project that is Travala.com, and still supporting cryptocurrency adoption.
You look at Thomas Cook, the travel agency, we've recently going under, and that's got to be one of the oldest, the biggest that was in the UK, and you think when it went under, it affected the people that was overseas, all them employees, the shareholders in the company, and of course the taxpayers that had to pay for the repatriation flights to get them back home to the UK. So, and I guess some of the main issues there was the downfall of Thomas Cook was its massive debt and not keeping up with the times. So, and something that I noticed just the research in them is that this fella is a professor at the University of British Columbia, Mark David L. Seldell. He basically said that Thomas Cook was becoming less relevant due to the internet age. So we might be starting to see that paradigm shift to, people going on the internet more to book their travel, to book their accommodation, and maybe, starting to use cryptocurrency a lot more.
Yeah, I do see this happening. If we take a look at Thomas Cook themselves, they were a high street travel agency. We know that people now, Gen Z, millennials, everyone's online. Everybody is online. Nobody is going to a shop to book especially to book their travel, even to book like buy things like clothes and stuff like that. High street stores are closing all the time, and travel and Thomas Cook. This is a prime example of where everything is moving to, and right now on a macro level, global economics, we are looking at a recession in terms of like how the markets are moving and shaking. So like industries will be changed through this process through the next year or two, and Thomas Cook is a prime example of one of them. It's gone now. It had its issues, it didn't work, and it's now time for our generation, the next generations, to step in, and everything is going to become mobile and become online, and Travala.com is pivoting towards that and creating that.
Yeah, that's wonderful to see. And I sort of agree with you. I mean, there's a lot of indicators to see that's the way it's going. Not given a doomsday scenario, but there's a lot of macro trends out there that's pointing towards a potential recession. But it's good that, there's these innovative projects like Travala.com. It is really seeing what this generation wants and supplying that. So you guys have been partnering with a lot of projects, and you've been adding more cryptocurrencies as payment options, and some of them included, the DAI stablecoin, XRP, and the biggest recently being BNB. And I know with you guys, you're going to use them as a preferred payment method, so which is really exciting.
Yep, yeah, it is. We are building out our payment flow consistently. We have a really, really strong team behind this, creating this payment gateways, and we're bringing in some of the biggest crypto projects and making their projects have a really strong use case that they didn't have before. Now they can book over 1.6 million properties in over 210 different countries and territories all across the world, which is absolutely remarkable.
It's great that you're providing more utility and more use case for all these coins, which is great. And so with these actual, the coins of say with EOS or with DAI, just to name but a few, do they provide discounts? Basically you've got your AVA token, but can you use in cryptos? Do them cryptos can receive the same discounts?
If you use the AVA token on the platform, you can actually join our membership program. Once you're in the membership program, then regardless of which currency you pay in, so if you use BNB or AVA or credit card, you're in that membership program. So our native token, our Traveler token, actually acts as the key to get into those discounts. And once you're in those discounts, you can pay with any currency that you choose. Other currencies such as BNB, Ripple, Bitcoin, all those different ones, they're just used as a currency, and they aren't given as rewards or given as part of our loyalty rewards program, for example.
Cool, wonderful. So I know you've got quite the amount already, but is there any that you're looking at eyeing up in the near future that you're looking at partnering up with, or any more you're looking at onboarding anytime soon?
Yeah, we are consistently taking in applications from crypto projects all across the space, and we're constantly assessing and seeing whether we can work with certain ones and seeing whether it's feasible. A key thing for us is making sure that one, the community size is big enough, and two, they have the user base that will actually use this currency, because we have to make sure that our time is valued in terms of putting towards creating that for their token.
Sure, and I guess you're making life a lot easier for the everyday user. So, I might have my favorite bag of, say, Neo or EOS, and I can just, it's a lot easier for me not to go and buy another currency. I can just use my currency to, say, book my favorite holiday if I want to on the platform, which is really good. You migrated from the Neo blockchain to the BNB chain, basically. So, what does the BNB chain, how is that appealing? Why did you move over?
Yeah, so we're in the process of migrating right now. We are still currently active on the Neo blockchain, but we are migrating over to the Binance Chain. The reason why we moved was because we wanted to align ourselves with the biggest player in the industry. Binance is by far making the right moves and making key changes in the space to make sure that they bring forward with innovative technology. They spend time, money, and they move very, very fast. And we are aligning ourselves with that because we believe that we are moving very, very fast and we need to be aligned with something like that. So Binance itself, it uses Cosmos, and we were looking at firstly building our own chain. When Binance launched with Cosmos, we then decided, we deploy our token on the Binance chain because it makes most sense to be able to go on the Binance DEX. And we believe that is a key part of decentralization, being able to be accessible on a DEX. And then we wanted to move forward, and we will be using the Cosmos area to create cool different functions on the Travala.com platform, which will be native to our own chain itself.
Wonderful. And I know something at the moment you're looking at trying to get onto the Binance DEX. So how's that going? Like, you're trying to get listed on the Binance DEX at the moment?
Yeah, so far our application's been placed, and it's waiting for the validators to confirm that confirm listing. We believe that we will get listed on there, and we have done everything that we can to make that happen. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now. It's a waiting game for when the swap happens from the NEP5 to the Binance Chain token as well. And we're really looking forward to it as we move forward.
Great stuff. Do you see that any time soon, or what sort of time frames you're looking at for that transition from the NEP5 to the BNB?
This will happen over the next month. If people want to join our Telegram or follow our Twitter, they can keep in line with that and keep up to date with it.
Wonderful. So, and I will put the links down below if you want to check out Travala.com. So, something else I guess worth mentioning for Binance, what they've done in Australia is basically they provided a thing called it's Binance Lite, and they're across 1,300 news agents across Australia. And then this is really exciting because back in the day, I still am a big fan of CoinSpot, where I used to go to the news agents, give them my cash, and they would transfer that, and they would, by using QR codes and using my wallet, they would transfer that cash to, say, the CoinSpot exchange. So something that's really good for adoption in Australia is that they're providing an on-ramp. They're making it really easy for people in Australia to basically to go and convert their US dollars to Bitcoin, and they can use a wallet of their choosing to do that, which is really exciting. So we've talked about the different payment methods within the cryptocurrency space. So I would like to know a bit more about the reward structure of just the AVA holders, basically. What's the incentives to use the AVA token for, say, purchasing your next holiday?
Yeah, so on the platform itself, firstly, we have the SMART program. The SMART program allows users to join with AVA. So it's a tiered program, SMART level 1 to 5, and users can put in their AVA, hold it in the platform and lock it in. And it then enables them to get further discounts and give backs on the platform when they make a booking. So they can receive up to 5% discount on the booking and 5% give back in AVA token. So the AVA economy is always flowing. Now users can use AVA to book like they can with any other currency, and they can also receive AVA as a referral. So once they refer a friend to the platform, they can actually receive the AVA token as a reward for referring their friend for making a booking.
Great stuff. So there seems to be a good reward structure in place, and it seems like, it's some good discounts as well.
Yeah, it is. And, we have a lot more to come. There's a lot more information in the white paper if people want to read that, the version 3 white paper, which we recently released. And yeah, there's a lot more to come from AVA, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it grows and develops.
I've seen as well, just something worth touch base on, is there's an incentive to give reviews. Now, something I look at, TripAdvisor, that's the one, and it's really popular over here, restaurants, accommodation and things like that. So just something that I noticed with researching and going through your updates and rewards program is that you've got that where you give reviews and you invite friends to the platform. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, the review side of things is ongoing. We're currently R&D and building, so it isn't live on the platform right now. You know, we want to target and tackle the online fake reviews. You know, platforms such as, like you mentioned, TripAdvisor, they are very easily manipulated. You know, anybody can go on TripAdvisor and write a review for anything, and they might never have been. And that also means that businesses themselves can write reviews about their own business and manipulate it. And we want to tackle that and make sure it's fair for the user, because the user needs to have the most accurate information before they make a booking somewhere. So we'll be cryptographically verifying reviews on the blockchain and making sure that the user has the best and the most accurate information.
Yeah, that's great. And you're instilling that trust. And it's good to hear, you know, the blockchain element there being used. So,
yeah.
So basically, mate, what have you got planned for next for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so the rest of the year, I mean, recently we've just deployed the most recent update. We've just increased the platform to 1.6 million properties.
Wow.
That gives us a total of around 10 million room nights per night that are available to be booked for the users. And so that's like a really big thing for us, and it's been a really, you know, a really challenging 6 months to get there. Now, moving forward from that for the rest of the year, we are currently working on our app, our iOS and Android app, that we are really excited to deploy, and that's really our next big milestone and big thing that's going to be coming out towards the end of this year. I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's just having the app on your phone is so much convenient, and I guess it's going to help adoption as well, because everyone wants to just flick out the mobile phone. It's just so convenient and just book their next, you know, next holiday.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so many cool things that we can do on an app. There's so many cool functions that we can add, and we're really looking forward to bringing this forward towards our next phase of development and movement into the market.
That's wonderful, Matt. Well, guys, I guess it's time to announce our competition. So what we're going to do, and check down the description below for more details. So Travala.com, Matt's been very generous in providing this. So we're going to have 2 smart level 5 memberships. So yeah, guys, it's going to be really exciting. Just be sure to get involved. I'll put the links down below if you want to check out Travala.com, if you want to check out Matt on Twitter. And of course, be sure to check out the Telegram channel to keep an eye out for them updates. I'm just going to give a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research, of course. I'm just providing a platform for Matt and Travala.com to share on. So, so Matt, thank you so much for your time, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me, and look forward to catching up again soon.
Yeah, sure, mate. See you later, mate. Bye.
Cheers.